Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a topic that, let's face it, affects every single one of us, money. But we're going to look at it through a really different lens, the lens of ancient wisdom that's just as powerful today as it was thousands of years ago.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. When you think about your finances, what's the first feeling that comes up? Is it stress or is it peace? For so many, it's stress. Today, we're going to explore a framework that's all about shifting that balance toward genuine peace. You know, a lot of us are looking for a financial reset, but we tend to chase new fads and forget that some of the most powerful principles are, well, timeless. Our source today is the ancient book of Proverbs, and we're going to unpack 5 huge ideas that can help you no matter where you're at, whether you're struggling, rebuilding, or even managing a lot.
So here's our game plan. We've got 5 keys to unlock. We'll start with how to set your priorities straight. Then, we'll talk about building wealth patiently. After that, we'll tackle how to escape the debt trap. Then comes the art of actually keeping what you earn. And finally, we'll get to the ultimate goal, finding wealth that comes with peace.
All right, let's jump right into our first key. This one is all about the foundation. It's about where you start your financial journey, because where you start pretty much determines where you'll end up.
Now, what's so interesting here is that this isn't about the amount you give. It's all about the order of operations. This idea of first fruits means giving from the top, from the very first and best part of your income, not just giving the scraps that are left over at the end of the month.
So what this wisdom is really getting at is that this is an act of priority. It's about putting the most important thing first on your financial list. And it's not some cosmic vending machine, right? It's not, I put this in, I get that out. It's positioned as an act of faith that aligns your heart with your money, and according to this wisdom, that's what opens the door for real provision.
This idea of faith and patience leads us straight into our second key. And this one really pushes back against our whole modern culture of I want it now. You know, the quick fixes and the instant results.
This verse draws a really clear line in the sand. It says that any wealth gained through shortcuts or sketchy means just disappears. It dwindles. But the wealth that's built on character, on the discipline of gathering little by little, that's the only kind that actually grows and lasts.
And look at how practical this path is. We're not talking about some get-rich-quick scheme. Step 1, just save consistently, even a tiny amount. Step 2, invest in yourself, in your own skills. And step 3, master a budget. Because if you can learn to manage a little bit of money well, you're building the muscle you'll need to manage a lot later. Okay, key number 3. This one hits home for a lot of people in today's world. Debt. For so many, it feels like this invisible weight, this prison that you spend all your time and energy just trying to maintain. Slave to the lender. Wow. I mean, that language is so intense, but it's also so accurate, isn't it? It perfectly captures that feeling of being trapped, where your paycheck already belongs to someone else before you even get it. You're working for the past, not building for the future.
Now, it's super important to understand that the source isn't saying all debt is inherently evil. Some debt, like for a house, can be a useful tool. But it's that consumption debt, the credit cards for stuff we want but don't need, that's the real trap. The wisdom here is to get intentional, make a plan, and start breaking free from that slavery.
This brings us to a key that is a total game changer for so many people. It's this major shift in focus from simply earning money to actually keeping it. Because listen, it's not just about what you make, it is all about what you manage.
This verse paints such a clear picture. You can have a huge income, a great job, but if you devour it all, if it all flows out just as fast as it comes in, what have you actually built? Nothing. The wise person, on the other hand, learns to manage their resources so they have something stored up for the future.
So how do you do it? How do you become a good manager? Well, it comes down to a word that a lot of us hate, a budget. But hold on, let's reframe this completely. According to this wisdom, a budget isn't a prison designed to restrict you. No, it's a tool designed to free you. It's what gives you the power to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
And that brings us to our 5th and final key. This is the one that really ties everything together and makes us ask, what is the whole point of all this anyway? What is wealth really supposed to look like?
This is such a profound idea. It's suggesting that there are 2 totally different kinds of wealth. There's the kind that you get through painful toil, the kind that comes with burnout, anxiety, and stress. And then there's this other kind, a kind of wealth that actually comes with peace.
And here they are, those two paths, laid out side by side. On the one hand, you can chase riches that come with all this sorrow, stress, burnout, sacrificing your health or your family. Or you can pursue a kind of provision that is rooted in peace and balance, the kind that enriches your whole life, not just your bank account.
Okay, so how do we make all this real? The challenge is simple. Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one of these keys to focus on this week. Maybe it's just starting to save a little bit, consistently, or making a real plan to attack one debt. Or maybe you just need to take a few minutes and think about what wealth with peace would actually feel like for you.
And we'll leave you with that final thought to chew on, a question that really reframes this whole conversation. What if true wealth, the ultimate goal, isn't about how much you have, but about how much peace you have with what you have? That's the heart of the wisdom we've explored today.